Sinners. We all some sinners, man. Sinners is blowing up right now. People are watching it, raving about it. This film here and loving it. A plus cinema score, as you said there, or a cinema score, and also highly critically reviewed, praised. Audience score is high on this movie, and box office wise, this is getting good numbers. Well, to some people, maybe the box office is looking good. To some people, maybe not. I'm going to be getting into that. But yeah, it's just cool to see, man. This is an original film directed by Ryan Coogler. Great cast in this. We reviewed it. You were on for the review of it. Our review just posted today, actually, of the film. If people want to check that out right now, and they have to tune on YouTube.com. I've already seen it once. I want to see it again. There, that's how much I liked it. And it's kind of tough sometimes because all these movies come out, and you kind of get behind if you go see a movie again. Sometimes it's tough to find that time. But this is a movie I think is worth going to see again. But yeah. Chris, I know you've already given your thoughts on the movie, but just one more time. I mean, again, what do you think about the success of Sinners there?
This is my favorite film of the year. This is Ryan Coogler unleashed. He got to do exactly what he wanted to do, and it shows. This is $90 million, and it's all on screen. This is Michael B. Jordan's best performance. It's marketed as a horror movie, but it's so much more. It's layered with history and culture, and I usually don't gravitate towards horror movies, and the first act plays as a historical drama, and then we get to the horror aspect when the sun goes down, of course, and this film just there's different tones, different things going on, different messages, different historical context, and it all works. It all works. Even Hailee Steinfeld is doing things. We've never seen her do before. She's been nominated before for True Grit, but she was a minor back then. This was a very adult role. This movie itself is very horny, and 5 stars, and I am so happy with all of its success at the box office. I think 46 million domestically, 68 million globally as of like the weekend. Or is it there? It is right there. Yeah.
So it's Ryan Coogler's Sinners is outperforming almost every single horror movie from the past decade, earning 71 domestically already, projected to pass 100 million domestic by Sunday.
Nice.
Yeah. So awesome stuff there. And I love the
that's as of today. As of this morning.
Yeah, because this tweet came out 9 a.m. about
nice.
9 a.m.
All right.
This morning. So yeah. That is the updated box office there.
Updated, wonderful.
Updated stuff there. So it is, like I said, it is killing it. But variety, people, you know what I mean? Much as it's killing there, they almost said like, well, there's kind of a little bit of an asterisk with it because it's like, is it really that successful? To which some people called out. So this is the tweet here, and it got even more attraction because Ben Stiller himself, there, Mr. Fokker, he came out there himself to talk about this. And this is what he had to say here. So the Variety article, it says their headline here on Twitter reads, Sinners has amassed 61 million in its global debut. It's a great result for an original R-rated horror film. Yet the Warner Brothers release has a $90 million price tag before global marketing expenses. So profitability remains a ways away. There's what they say. And then you have Ben Stiller, who's quote tweeted, it says, in what universe does a $60 million opening for an original studio movie warrant this headline? So a lot of people are talking about like this unnecessary kind of downing this movie of like, it's a success, but not really because it has all this money to make up the marketing and all this other stuff. What did you think about that headline there?
I believe wasn't the first thing they said was the word choice was a pretty solid opening, like the first thing they said before
that one.
Yeah, like Variety. They also said like oh, Sinners had a pretty solid opening. Like it's solid, but even the word choice, it's along with the headline that we're talking about now, it's belittling. You know, black filmmaker, predominantly black cast. Finding success, and you want to downplay it. Essentially, you want to belittle it because that's because the Hollywood and the industry is racist, and we've known this for a very long time. Um, we don't get a lot of these movies for that very reason. So the fact that it is in theaters and it's doing as well as it is, and Ryan Coogler is just free to show his passion. I think that 10-minute video of him explaining the different formats and how you can see it best for depending on what you can afford was just a really great, inclusive, and accessible thing to do. And I think a lot of people gravitated towards that because nowadays a lot of people are on the internet. I think a lot of people saw that 10-minute video, and just I think that really helps here, um, along with it just being a great film. So this headline is absolutely ridiculous. If this was Tarantino, or I don't know, if this were Damien Chazelle, a filmmaker who's same age as Ryan, and they're kind of their trajectory was kind of similar as they both were making their hits, going bar for bar as a one might say. Um, Variety would be praising this. Wow, a staggering 60 million opening for an original. That's what they would say if it was anyone else, but because it's a black filmmaker and an all black cast telling a historically black story, they want to downplay the success, and that's just the way it is, unfortunately, in Hollywood.
And somebody brought up, you mentioned the example of Quentin Tarantino. Somebody brought up, comparison to how you talk about maybe a movie with a white director. So they talked about Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, which roughly same budget there as this film there. It's an original film as well. And they said, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood starts strong with 41 million debut there. Starts strong with 41 million there with that. And that had roughly the same budget as Sinners there as well. So it's just a different, and I mean, different. And I just want to see if it's the same writer also who wrote those two articles. I just want to
Yeah.
see that as well because he wrote this article. Rebecca Rubin is the one who wrote that article there for talking about Once Upon a Time in Hollywood and that weekend there. But yeah, I mean, it's just like, yeah, I don't understand the necessary need to, kind of down it in that way. Like I said, original film, strong kind of opening there with this. It's a lot of people are loving it across there, and it just feels kind of unnecessary. And you had this huge reaction to it of everybody going like it's first, 3 days, of this. This is literally the opening weekend of it, and it looks like it's going to continue the success of it. It's not huge amount of competition going in. Like I said, there's the accountant too. There's Until Dawn, but it looks like it may maintain its number one spot in the box office there as well, which I think I'm really happy about. And it's just encouraging people, hey, go see it again, there, give your money to it, support it. What do you think about the recent kind of rash of original movies? Because we had this, we've had Drop, we've had Novocaine, we've had a lot of that kind of going on.
Again, if for those who complain about no originality in Hollywood, and I'm tired of reboots and whatnot, right now is a good time to go to the movies. You have Sinners, you have Novocaine, you have Warfare, you have Death of a Unicorn. Is Mickey 17 still playing? Maybe near somewhere.
No, it got put on Max. Yeah.
Oh, it's on Max now. Okay. Um, the Wedding Banquet. There's still some good original stuff playing right now, so it's a good time to go to the movies before summer comes in and we're getting smacked with blockbuster franchise like Jurassic, DC, and Marvel.
Mm.
So right now there's The Accountant, there's Minecraft. That's probably going to branch out into more because it's successful. The Amateur, Drop. uh, there's a re-release of episode. Well, Star Wars is a franchise, so never mind. Even though I love Star Wars, yeah, still there's a lot of good stuff out right now that's original, and you can check it out. It's in playing in theaters.
So it is the same woman. So both women. So she wrote both articles. She wrote the one for Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and she did the one for Sinners. So she's the one that did both articles there for that.
We should be fired.
Damn, she should be fired.
She should be-
This is her right here. So yeah, she's Rebecca Rubin there. As a
Mm.
senior film and media reporter covering the box office streaming service in Hollywood studio at Variety. She previously served as digital news editor. Rubin graduated from the University of Florida. Damn, yeah. So give her our whole information there. But it's just kind of strange there. But it's good to see people they rallied around this movie and said like, hey, like it's the opening weekend. It's doing well. People are loving it. Go see it. Really kind of strong showing. So,
Like what did they say about Damien Chazelle's Babylon? Did that give that movie didn't do well? Like, did they praise it? Like, wow, his latest film is amazing. Even you know,
mm, yeah. Let me see. I don't know. Let me type in Variety Babylon box office. Let's see what they said about that one there. I see an article saying Margot Robbie baffled over Babylon flop. Can't think of it.
okay. So they acknowledged that it did not do well financially.
Yeah, so they're doing that one.
All right. What about Steven Spielberg's West Side Story?
The West Side Story one, and that kind of I was kind of sad about that one.
Because
And
I like musicals. I liked it, even though he moved the songs around, which changes the narrative in a way, which is like why we change the order of the songs, but whatever. Um, I don't think that movie made a lot of money, but did Variety praise it?
no. So they went why Steven Spielberg's West Side Story, and this was written by Rebecca Rubin, so it's written by her there.
All right,
Hit the wrong box
just
office.
making sure,
Well,
because
it does have Latino people in it, so maybe that that was the thing. It didn't
that's
have a
true.
lot-
That'll
It
do
had-
it. That'll do it.
but I don't know. I'm not saying the woman racist. I don't know the woman like
No,
that.
yeah, but like an original film that like bends genres and blends genres, 60 million opening, that's a success. That's a good thing, and like it's projecting to do well the next weekend as well,
Yeah.
because
Um,
Minecraft is a family movie. That's why it's doing so well. It's a family movie and the kids like Minecraft, but like this is a rated R movie for adults, and it's making a lot of money because word of mouth. We're telling people, hey, it's really good. Go see it, and they are.
So yeah. Go see Sinners, everybody. I'm gonna go see it for a second time. Are you gonna see it maybe a third time? Hat trick.
Have you seen it in IMAX?
I first saw it in IMAX. Yeah.
Okay, great. Yeah.
Yeah. So hey, if you can see it in IMAX, there, I think I recommend that there. And yeah, and this movie even made cinema score history, as Chris was talking about before. Yeah, Ryan Coogler makes cinema score history with an A rating
Yeah.
there. So you had that kind of going on. Yeah, Sinners, has achieved a cinema score first for any horror movie in the 47-year history of the organization. Highest cinema score grade ever received by an R-rated original horror film. So yeah. So
Cinema score to receive.
yeah, cinema score, cinema there.
It's that it surpassed Jordan Peele's Get Out. Get Out had an A minus.
Mm.
Mm. And everyone's like, have you seen any memes about like Ryan Coogler versus Jordan right now?
No, I haven't seen that.
Yeah, I've seen some funny ones like I took a rap song that everyone knew and I made it scary, like no one's beating that, and then it cuts to Ryan's like, have y'all seen an Irishman dance? And then like that's yeah. So I'm not comparing them. I think they're both great, and clearly Jordan has made his success. He's now stepping behind the camera as a producer more than directing stuff, which is fine. But yeah, Sinners is fantastic, and Ryan Coogler has proven, like, even Wakanda Forever, his lowest rated film is 84%. Right, for those of you who care about Rotten Tomatoes, his worst film is at 84%.
Yeah. So congratulations, much success to them. Love the press tour they've been doing there. Love the interviews there. Just them talking about film, talking about the making of the film there. If you're a film nerd,
Yeah,
uh,
different formats, actually holding film and looking at it, and like, explaining um, like, yeah, everything.
yeah. So shout out.
Watch the 10-minute video; it's worth it.
Absolutely.
Ryan explains everything, and he makes it understandable.
Mm.
And I did not go to film school, so
Yeah, makes it accessible, makes it fun. There to learn about film, know about film. Yeah, awesome. So can't sing the movie's praises enough. Shout out to Sinners there. Even Hailee Steinfeld's husband, Josh Allen, even he loved it. Even he was a fan. He was like, man,
yeah, he said it's the way he sleeps at night is it's a different world. uh, and she really shines in it, so you should go see it. It's a different world, a very cool experience. It's a fantastic movie. Go watch it.
yeah. He's like, hey, some of my family members wore those robes. Go see it. It's very historical, man.
Oh my goodness, that's so
Uh,
funny.
yeah. So awesome stuff there. I don't know. That's tough though. I don't know if I'd be able to. So I know it's acting, but damn, I was like, this is too much chemistry going on here. This is too hot,
I
man.
mean, spoiler alert: she wasn't naked.
Yeah, she wasn't.
She wasn't naked,
Yeah,
but there was movement. There was
yeah.
movement.
It was. I mean, it was sexy, man. It was chemistry.
There was there was a love scene. There was,
Yeah. So.
but
Yeah. That is,
she was clothed. She was clothed. It's not Euphoria, you know.
yeah. True.
Yeah,
But
I haven't seen Euphoria.
there's a lot of nudity. It's no euphoria. It's not a lot of gratuitous nudity or anything like that.
Yeah, I heard Euphoria is like, it's like rated R Degrassi.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, but yeah, Sinners and all of its success, Ryan Coogler. Whatever he does next, absolutely. Finish the Black Panther trilogy, and then walk away from franchises. Do your original stuff, and Michael B. Jordan. He's only getting better. I'm so close to putting him on the same tier as certain actors. Just if he can do this one more time, a hat trick, right? Killmonger, Sinners, because Smoke and Stack. It's two roles, but
Mm.
it's a dual role. He's playing twins, but and he does it really well. But
I thought you did
yeah,
really great at Creed. I thought you did
Creed, yeah, Creed's also really good. But I feel like Creed, for something about Creed, a movie I love, it felt really. I felt like maybe I could be wrong about this. For me, watching it, he didn't have to stretch.
Mm. Okay.
I feel like Adonis Creed is maybe close to home for him, and he doesn't really need to transform himself too much for that role. Whereas Killmonger is a villain, um, uh, with his own moral code, but he's a villain, and he did things and said things, changed his voice a little bit, physicality, facial expressions. He and as Killmonger, he did things I didn't think I never saw him do before, and I was like, wow, like you transformed yourself. And then here in Sinners, he transformed himself. I'm like, yeah, this is so not you. This is so outside of yourself, and that's what I'm waiting to see. Same thing with Chalamet. I wasn't on the Chalamet train for a long time. Beautiful Boy, Call Me by Your Name. Like, is he really great just because he can cry on camera like really well, or like it wasn't until honestly Dune and a complete unknown, where I thought Timothée Chalamet did step outside of himself, and but that's just me. Some people have loved him for a very long time. For me, just now, I'm like, there it is. I think, yeah. But that's just me.
That was all
Go
right.
Go see Sinners.
Absolutely. So head out of here. Thank you so much. Thank you for helping me out, Chris. Much appreciated, man. As always, got to have you back. Got to do the Goofy movie, Goofy documentary that's on Disney Plus as well. Love to have you on for that. Actually, I don't. Have I seen the Goofy movie before? I think I have. I think I did watch it way back when I was a kid. I think I did watch it.
I hope so.
Yeah, I think I did.
It's the blackest movie ever made.
Oh man, it's just been a minute. It's been a minute. I haven't seen it since I was a kid, so it's been a long time there.
Was that Atlanta season 3 or 4? I think it was season 3. The
Twilight Zone,
the Goofy documentary.
The goof who sat at the door or something.
Yeah. Crazy.
But Chris, let people know about you, man. What you got going on coming up next? All that good stuff, man.
Thanks again for having me. I am Chris once again. The Black Stubs. You can follow us Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. The next thing I talk about will be Star Wars: Return of the Sith, and probably after that will be Thunderbolts from the Marvel Cinematic Universe. So be on the lookout for that. Thank you so much.
All right. Next stream wise, I don't know. Maybe Nick. I don't know if he'll probably do a stream tomorrow. But he'll probably post it on social medias there. He'll probably do the accountant too, and then some other stuff there. But I'll be gone for a couple of weeks there, for about 20 days, and then so we won't do a stream until then. And then we'll review a boatload of stuff there while I'm gone. Stuff like the Thunderbolts, which is a big movie coming out. Stuff like the accountant, stuff like Until Dawn, everything like that. But I'll go ahead and rate Cosmopolitics. She's on right now. Great streamer, has been on the stream plenty of times before. She just joined us. She did the Revenge review there, the Colleen Challenger movie there. Very great stuff there, people. Yeah, thanks to everybody out there. Thanks to Chris again. All right, everybody, stay tuned. Good night, Chris.